Peace, brothers and sisters in humanity. Another video. I hope you're all okay. Don't matter who you are, what you believe in. We at the end of the day, we're just exchanging ideas and exchanging informations, and I hope we can learn from each other. That's all it is. Anyway, been watching this called "Why Are We Here?" Exploring the mystery of existence, and I heard. I didn't really hear a lot, as you can see. I heard a man, Darwin man, and then a religious man, and then I haven't finished it. But I thought before I finish it, before I do anything, let me tell you from the Quran why I personally think and I believe why we're here. Okay? This is just from the Quran, okay? If you Christian or Jew or something like that, just see if this makes sense to you. See if it goes with your beliefs. Because I believe God is one, okay? I believe there's other books, yeah. I believe there's people that believe in them books, yeah. And I believe the people of them books will go to heaven, yeah. And some of them go to hell, yeah. Same as the Quran as well, says the same thing. Says the same thing about the Christian and the Jews. Some of them go to heaven and some of them go to hell like everyone else. There's no exception. Okay, let's just say how it all started. What I believe that while we're here, okay, that's the reason that really convinced me. A few other things, okay, the Quran is vast as well. So, but just a rough idea, all right? Why are we here? What is the point? Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, it comes a time in your life and you ask the question like, what is the point, right? No matter if you're poor or you're rich, you will ask this question. What's the point of being here? Because what it is, especially when you have like a routine. You know what I'm saying? Like you have like a routine, like going to work, doing this, getting up, doing the same thing every day. Yeah, you go on holiday a couple of times a year if you're lucky. Some of us don't even go anywhere. And you ask, what's the point? Because it's just repetition is just too much. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're poor or rich, it doesn't matter. That question is here, okay? Let's ask it. Why are we here, okay? She's the champion of atheists as well. I can't wait to listen to her because the logic of, of things just happened, and coincidences and all this is just don't really go into my mind. It's a fallacy. It's just not makes no sense, all right? Because you can't prove there is no God, all right? You can't prove it. Okay? You can't prove there isn't a God. There's no way you can, all right? And then you go like the beginning, and then there was nothing, and then this world happened to exist. From what though? You know what I mean? Because the world is, you know what I'm saying, it's been created. It has to be something that created the earth. Some of them say energy. And I'm saying, come on, man, it's just a bit energy. I know energy and whatever, yeah, existed or didn't exist, but come on, it's not conscious, is it? You know what I mean? Energy's not conscious, is it? It doesn't create something conscious, is it? It just doesn't come from it. It's just no way. I mean, there's no way you can explain it as well. So it's just all right. Forget about me bubbling on. All right, just from the Quran, okay? We go verse. There's other verses, but I'm just you probably have an idea when I'm done, okay? Okay. Let's start with the first verse, all right? Al-Baqarah, chapter 2, verse 30, okay? Recall that your Lord said to the angels, I'm placing a representative on earth. They said, will you place in it the one who will spread evil and shed blood? While we sing your praises, glorify you, uphold your absolute authority. He said, I know. What do you not know? Okay? So, here, God, Allah told the angels, I'm putting someone on earth. So, we don't know who was created first, but we know we will know in a second why it was created in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Okay, the angels. So this when you, because I'm gonna come, because really the verses sometimes they have to go together, but it's just hard for me to do it this way. But I'll say something, right? God did not want to put angels on earth, although they wanted to. Do you understand? Because as soon as he told them he's going to put someone, they said, why can't we, you know what I mean, do it? Can't we do it? Do you know what I'm saying? Why can't we be the representative to you on earth, okay? And God said, I know what you do not know, okay? And then in another verse, it's the same chapter, verse 29, the verse before this one, God said, He is the one who created for you everything on earth, then turned to the sky and perfected them 7 skies therein, and He is fully aware of all things. So God, before He went to the angels to tell them about, He created earth. So earth existed, okay? Okay, this is the 2 verses. And then we carry on with verse 30, which is, God, that you know, God gave us all we need, okay, to have a good life, right? He didn't just send us and gave us a book. He's already given us knowledge, okay, giving us a brain, giving us a mind, giving us feelings, giving us a lot of things, a lot of weapons we came down with, okay? And before all consciousness. Okay. And then he said he taught Adam all the names, then presented them to the angels. So God taught Adam all the names. We don't know what the names are, okay? But from it, we have knowledge. From these names, we have knowledge about everything we need on planet Earth, okay? How to survive and everything we need. So, he didn't give us a book, he actually taught us that. So we taught that, it's on our DNA, okay? Free thinkers, that's what he gave us as well. They said, the angels said, be you glorified. We have no knowledge except that which you have given, you have taught us. You are the omniscient, most wise. You see, the angels here are limited in knowledge because they did not know the names, and they didn't need to know the names. Okay, because that's not their mission. Do you know what I'm saying? It's our mission. So them names, we only need them to live on this earth. Otherwise, we would not know. Okay? And we only have limited knowledge. And it says it in the book. Verse 17, chapter 85. They ask you about the Ruh. I mean, it's translated wrong here. He said the Revelations because it's not. A Ruh, we come to it one day. About the Ruh. Say, the Ruh comes from our Lord. And you only been given a little knowledge. So God is telling us here, because the people of, this is people that believed in Muhammad asking him about the Ruh, right? This is the Jews actually asking him about Muhammad, about the Ruh. So that was his answer. We've been only given a limited knowledge about the outside where we're going to live. Do you understand what I'm saying? So our brains are limited to understand certain things. You understand? But we have knowledge, we have logic, we have sense, we have all these weapons that God gave us them. Okay? And then after this, okay? Now, you understand how it all happens, okay? We did have a choice in a matter at the start before we came down to, before we lived on earth, okay? So this is verse, this is Al-A'raf, Surah Al-A'raf, verse 172. Recall that Lord summoned all the descendants of Adam and had them bear witness for themselves. Am I not your Lord? They all said, yes, we bear witness. Thus you cannot say on the day of resurrection, we were not aware of this. See, before we even actually came down to earth, right? We were alive once, okay? We're living creatures. I don't know what shape, I don't know what, I don't know, All right, it's not said in the Quran. Or I need to do more research. But so before we actually been given Earth, we actually chose to take it. Okay, we chose this mission ourselves. That's why we're here. We actually ourselves testified in front of God, right? And we told them, we bear witness, right? You are our Lord, okay? And then verse 6, Surah Al-Ahzab, chapter 33, verse 72, look what God said. Because that's what I told you. This is an offer was given to us. We accepted it before we came down to earth. You understand? We have offered, look what this verse said. We have offered the responsibility to the heavens and the earth and the mountains, but they refused to bear it and were afraid of it. But the human being accepted it. He was transgressing, ignorant. So we done this to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we all witness, all of us, from Adam to the last person who's going to be born, all right? We all bear witness, all the creation, all right? All the human beings who ever existed or going to exist, witness to that. Okay? So how this verses relate to each other. That's how you trying to find the Quran. And you can tell here, God didn't offer this earth to the angels, although they wanted it, but He never offered them that. Because they're not free thinkers. They are programmed to do a certain job, right? Right? If God wanted us, all of us on earth, to be like obedient and you know what I'm saying? He would just put angels there, but He didn't. He didn't even offer it to the angels. He offered it to us. You know what I'm saying? And we accepted it. Obviously, when you're born, like the Christians say, born again. When you're born on this planet Earth first time, you obviously have no memory of it, because otherwise, what's the point? Do you know what I'm saying? But the names that God gave us are supposed to be enough for us to actually worship God. When you say the word worship, the worship is actually al-ibadah in the Quran. يعبدون وما خلقت الجن والإنس إلا ليعبدون. I didn't create human beings and the jinns just to worship me. But the word worship here, right? In English, I don't know what it translates to. It translates to something like, you know what I mean? Like, we have to bow down and do shit like that. But no, an ibadah in Arabic is actually a freedom to choose who to worship, who to obey. You either obey more like follow the laws that God gave you to actually have a good life on this planet, okay? Right? He created this planet. We're not from it. Do you understand? Because as we know, Adam was kicked out the heaven and all that, and that heaven is not actually the heavens. It's actually that heaven was on earth, right? Adam got kicked out of heaven. That I can explain that later. You know what I'm saying? It was on earth because He only created Adam to put him on earth. Didn't create him to put him in heaven. So he was going to be tested because He knew the human being will accept the responsibility. Do you know what I'm saying? Because He's the creator, so he knows all. Do you know what I'm saying? And then what happened? Surah Al-An'am. Listen to the Surah Al-An'am. What happened? Right? Chapter 6, verse 27. If only, all right, this is God talking to us or the Prophet, but actually to us as well. If look at the picture, it's like showing you the picture. God is showing you the picture here, all right? What happens after we die and then we see the truth, and then we realize that we did actually promise that, and we turned upside down. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why God ain't gonna punish everyone. You know what I'm saying? Everyone. No, I believe a lot less people go to hell than they go to heaven. Do you know what I'm saying? And I've got facts about that from the Quran as well. Do you know what I'm saying? I believe other things, but I'll come to that when I come to it with proofs from the Quran, obviously. But look to this chapter where He says, if only you could see them when they face the hellfire, they would say then, woe to us. Oh, we wish we could go back and never reject our Lord's revelations and join the believers. You see, they know by that verse, they already know. How do they know they can go back? They wouldn't even ask that question if they didn't know that actually they were here once. Do you know what I'm saying? If they remembered, if they didn't remember that they actually promised God, right? And then he sent them to earth, they wouldn't even ask this question to go back. Because how did they know it was possible to go back if they didn't know they already promised God? They remembered, oh God, yeah, we were here and we promised God and then we turned against him. So that's why they want to go back. But look what God said, because that is just. God is just, right? Like God is just, right? He said, but they have seen what they were hiding before. See, this is the God talking about the kuffar, all right? I won't say disbelievers, I'll say kuffar in the meaning of word in the Quran, all right? So this, you can tell what these people, why they actually go into hell. But they have seen what they were hiding before. Now they know what they were hiding before. If they go back, they will commit exactly the same crimes. They are liars. You understand? They are liars. Because they knew the truth. And they try to hide it. That's the kuffar. That's the people who are definitely going to hell. By hiding the truth when they were alive on earth. And they knew it was the truth. But they hid it. And they didn't just hide it. They actually used force against people who believed. Didn't want to stop people from believing. Do you know what I'm saying? Trying to, murder them, kick them from their own homes, kill their kids. I mean, really fight against them. That's the people Allah said they're definitely 100% going to hell. Because He's the most merciful, okay? He's the most merciful. And I'm going to put anyone in there that didn't commit a crime. And these people, by hiding the truth, they actually stopped from other people from having a good life. Do you know what I'm saying? They came up with their own laws. They made people into slaves. Do you understand what I'm saying? They actually made people's life on earth like hell. And when they had the chance to actually live it peacefully, and there's no wars, there's no fighting, right? There's no killing each other over my God is better than your God, or you're Christian, or you're Muslim, or things like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we had knowledge. That's what I believe in. This is just a few verses. I mean, there's more research to be done, obviously. Do you know what I'm saying? But from these verses, I believe that's what we have. That's our mission. It really is. And then I come to worshiping. I explain what worship is. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's just not like what people make it to be, like churches and mosques and rabbis and imams and all that. It's nothing to do with that. It's just a way to live your life. That's all it is. It's in the book. You don't need anyone to tell you what's in your book. You can read it yourself. Just practice it. Get things from it and practice it. And trust me, you have a peaceful life. You will have a peaceful life. You have a good life. You will have a good life. There's no chance you can just not have a good life. You will not have doubt. I'm telling you, you will not have a doubt, single doubt. It's just, I know some people say, I'm brainwashed. I can't be brainwashed because I taught all that myself. You see, I can't be brainwashed. See what I'm saying? Brainwashed by the Quran. It's not a bad thing, actually, because the Quran is all good. There's no bad about it. There's nothing bad about it. It's consistent, definitely consistent. So I'm definitely 100%. So, that's my belief. These people here, they talk a lot. They say a lot of words, and then they say nothing, honestly. They really say a lot of words, all right? And then they say nothing at the end. They never go straight to the answer. Why are we here? Do you know what I mean? Why are we here? Just say it. Say it. Don't go into scientific world and physics and all that. Like, not, you know what I mean? Most people don't understand them things. It's nothing to do with them. Do you know what I'm saying? It's nothing to do with me. You studied that. I studied something else, man. Someone is a baker and a mechanic and all that. I can tell you about mechanics. I can tell you about, you know what I mean? Like computer programming or something. But I can't tell you about that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they're their own field. And they're coming up to us with all this, trying to explain it, go around the bush, kick this, kick that, kick that, kick that. I mean, even the imams and the rabbis and what do you call them, the priests, they all do the same thing. They just go around the bush. But answer me that question. Why are we here, man? Why are we here? Go straight to the point. I don't care how clever you think you are. Just Don't be a politician, man. We're tired of them. Just explain to me, why are we here? It's a simple question. Why are we here? That's it. But these people seem to just go a long way to explain nothing. Even the religious people here as well. This just don't convince me, man. It's just like one of them said, we don't have a free will. Of course we have a free will. We have the free will from the beginning. We actually chose to be here. How's that not for free will? We didn't have to. I mean, the mountains and the skies and all that, people like other creation didn't want to. God didn't punish them. So that's our free will who brought us here in the first place. So how's that we don't have a free will now in our beliefs? Of course we only have free will. You know what I mean? And I'll come to that and I'll explain to you how Islam or the Quran tell is 100% free will. 100%, right? At least to us, right? As normal people. But to prophets, a little bit less. A little bit less though, because they had a message to spread. So they're special. You understand? They're special people. They're not just random people. God chose them. Physically, mentally, everything. You know what I'm saying? Made them special for that mission. Do you know what I mean? They're different than us, yeah. But they're not gods. They're not God. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're not like, we don't worship them. They're human beings. They lived and they died. That's it. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't care. Do you know what I'm saying? Where I got the message from, as long as I get the message, and that message is the truth. Do you know what I'm saying? That's all I need, man. I don't need who brought that. They go into a deep conversation. Muhammad, Jesus, how do you know? Prophet, not prophet. This is just questions to take you out of the thing. Just read the text, the message. I don't care who bring me the message, but I know by reading the message if it's from God or not, or a human being can say things like this or not. Do you know what I'm saying? What's in the book, that's message, that's important, not who gave it to me. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I bought it in the library. The Prophet didn't give it to me. The Quran I bought it in the library. I bought it in the shop. So no one gave it to me. There's no Prophet there. Someone, actually, I paid for it. I shouldn't be paying for it, but I paid for it to get it. Do you know what I mean? So Prophet didn't give it to me, did it? But the book is there. I read it and I've got a brain. I've got the names that God taught me, right? Before I was born. Do you know what I'm saying? I've got my fitrah. This is it. So I can judge that book if it's not consistent, if it's got things wrong with it. It's you can tell it's something human. It's always something in there, but this one is not. Okay. I'm not dare anyone to find me any inconsistency in the Quran or something bad about the Quran or God asking you to do something bad or you know what I'm saying? I'll be very happy. Especially when people go to the verses of killing and killing. We don't understand the word killing for. Killing is not ending life. Not killing is ending life. It has to be that word, right? You have to go to the root word, right? To get the proper meaning from that. And then you get it from the Quran as well. Killing is not every verse. It's about killing. The killing verse is about defending yourself. That's all. It's about defending yourself. And that's everyone's right. Do you know what I'm saying? But there is not killing outside defending yourself in the Quran. No way. No way. No matter how clever you think and you think you're right about a verse, all right? Give him to me. Give me that verse. I'm saying, not just the verse, cut it off and that. Read the whole thing. Give me the verse before it and after it. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't just give me a verse, kill him and all that. Because I'm tired of that. I explained it 200 million times. You know what I'm saying? Just come to me clean-hearted. You want to know the truth, yeah? You want to know the truth. Won't you know if the Quran was true? If it was the truth, aren't you happy about it? As a Christian, you don't have to believe in the Quran. But if you want to, yeah, you're welcome. But you don't have to. You have your own book to believe in. A Jew as well. Just an invitation to read the Quran, do you know what I'm saying? And see, because what it is, to me, right, doing my research, the Jews had it very hard, right? They had a lot of legislations, right? And God only told them what they're supposed to eat, right? In the Quran, just told them the halal, right? And the Christians, it was less harder than the Jews. And I believe Islam came because obviously we're gonna have Earth's gonna have a lot more people, so we have to go on with each other. So he made it a lot less easy to practice, to go about your daily day and do whatever you want as a human being, and then just put in this 1, 2, 3, 4 things in your mind. Do you know what I'm saying? You already have them names. It's just a reminder because Allah never sent a prophet or a messenger to people that obeyed him anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? Because The names he taught them, they were enough. Do you know what I'm saying? Enough to live a righteous life. Do you know what I'm saying? That's all. All he sent messengers and prophets to bad people, doing bad things to human beings, to other human beings, and not wanting to survive with other human beings. They want to be gods, rulers, and kill everyone. And do you know what I'm saying? And then worship the devil and crap. Do you know what I'm saying? He didn't send them to a lot of people, just the people that disobeyed the order. The order to live on this planet Earth. He made it. He knows what we can do, what we can't do. He knows what we can have. You know what I'm saying? The food we can have. He knows it's just bad for you. So it's the only thing he stopped you from doing in the Quran is things that are bad for you for other people. Do you know what I'm saying? You hurt other people with them. That's all. That's all. You hurt yourself or hurt other people. That's all. Do you know what I'm saying? Well, you have the freedom not to do them, though. You're not obliged to do them. But you have a better life if you do them. That's facts. Try it, practice it, and you see. It's not about whose religion is better. It's the truth. It's about the truth. Where's the truth, right? Where's the truth, right? And this is answer my question, right? While we're here, simple as that. Peace.